For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome to beautiful East Lansing, Michigan for basketball action on Sticky Bleachers. I am Cory.
I'm Bob here for a wonderful matchup between the Buckeyes and the Spartans. And looks like the Buckeyes get the tip off there, moving the ball quickly.
Yep, controlling it in is Russell, and Russell's looking to set things up over to Scott. Scott takes a shot, and the rebound goes to Schilling for Michigan State.
Of course,
That
it is
is
homecoming
Gavin
week
Schilling.
here for both teams. Some of the NBA stars coming back already. Schilling with the huge dunk, though, to start the game. Put the Spartans on the board.
They found, Bob, that some of those players had one game of eligibility left, so some of them taking a break from the NBA to go after this old rivalry.
Yes, I believe that is correct, Cory, and I love what college basketball is doing with that. That's a great way to incorporate NBA and college basketball.
Yeah, there
And
is D'Angelo Russell making some noise right there. So we've got an exciting 2-2 tie already here today. The Zone is getting loud here at the Breslin Student Event Center. You can see that beautiful new court art just installed recently, as I understand. There it is.
Yes, absolutely. And, of course, the Buckeyes coming off a big win over Iowa over the weekend. And the Spartans kind of got a little punch in the face there by Rutgers, but did their own punching in the second half and thoroughly throttled the Rutgers team.
Now there it is. Tum Tum Nairn brings it down, gets it over to Dawson, who gets it over to Trice himself. Trice looking to set something up outside the top of the keys, making some moves, but not really anywhere towards the basket. He's going to take a long contested two, and it's blocked right in his face.
Yeah, Michigan State not moving the ball around normally like they so often do. With the long-range three, bounces off the rim. Rebound, Ohio State.
Yeah, shot clock trouble there. Most of that shot clock was wasted just dancing around outside the three-point arc there. Going in, they didn't get the rim, so they did have to go for the early shot. Now, Ohio State controlling it, maybe waiting for the last shot here in the first quarter of this college basketball game. Another thing that they're doing just to make the NBA players feel more at home, Bob.
Absolutely. Russell with the nice little short-range jumper there. And let's see if Michigan State will get the last shot here. Oh, and an air ball there.
Yeah, it looked like they may have gotten a hand on that one. That may have been blocked just a little bit, Bob.
Absolutely, and Schilling brings it up the court. Of course, Schilling is cousin of Kurt and Bert.
Kurt and Bert Schilling, yes, that's nice. Trice looks like he gets it blocked away. So Ohio State coming up big on the defensive end of the ball, Bob.
Absolutely, and if neither team seems to be converting on the offensive side, but playing good defense are both teams.
Yeah, strange. We have a score of 4-2 here with about a minute and a half left to go till halftime. But Trice with the big jam.
Yes, a little broken coverage there, and Trice had a clear path to the rim.
Yeah, broken coverage. That's a nice football term there, Bob. I don't know if that's as appropriate for the Zone here as it might be for the D'Antonione. I just made that up. D'Antoni Zone.
Oh, you gotta cross-reference all the sports here, Cory.
That's right. They do love a lot of sports here in the Big Ten. Michigan State, Ohio State. Oh, Williams makes a long-term jumper there, but just going to go for two, Bob.
Yeah, with a slam dunk home run there.
I like it.
Yeah. See.
Ooh, Tum Tum Nairn kind of forced an early contested long two. You're not going to convert as many of those as you like to. And bringing it all the way down is Sam Thompson.
And it looks like Michigan State's going to take a timeout here. So a little regrouping here for the Spartans.
Yeah, let's see what they drew up. They drew up a hurried three from Tum Tum Nairn and Ohio State with the rebound. That's Jayshawn Tate bringing it down. Not probably what Coach Izzo wanted him to do, Bob.
No, you can see he's definitely steaming there on the bench. And another timeout. I do not want to be a Michigan State Spartan in that timeout.
No, and that's Sam Thompson again with the dunk. Let's see what they drew up here. Ooh, big foul, huge foul. And that is not going to go flagrant, I don't think, Bob.
Nope, getting a little chippy down there, but the ref's letting them play. And there's a nice little hook shot there by Dawson's Creek. And looks like 8 seconds left here. And Ohio State is going to take the last shot. Oh, and they swish it.
Nice. Well done. Shannon Scott with less than a second to go does land that one. So they kind of in the last 30 seconds there, Bob, Ohio State with a few possessions in a row took the big jump in the lead 12-6 here at halftime.
Absolutely. Ohio State 6 for 10 from the floor. Michigan State 3 for 12. So more shots for Michigan State and only 3 buckets made. Definitely something they needed to correct in the second half. Cory, what'd you see?
Well, I saw my stat of the game so far is blocks. Look at that. 4 blocks for Ohio State and none for Michigan State. So coming up huge on the defensive side. That's going to be a big part of this game. If the Michigan State Spartans cannot find some better shots, they are not going to win this ball game. But the first play out of halftime, Tum Tum Nairn does make the little short-range jumper to get them a little bit closer. Let's see if they can close that deficit a little bit, Bob.
Yeah, Michigan State playing a lot like they did versus Rutgers. Let Rutgers hang in the game and came out, though, on a 23-2 run to start the second half. So.
Yep, Amir Williams comes back on the other side for Ohio State to extend that lead once again. Let's see if Trice can get this one in, kind of the long-term jumper again, but second chance points. That is Denzel Valentine.
Won't you be my Valentine?
Did he not recently win an Oscar, Bob?
I believe some years ago he did, yes.
Okay, good. That's what I thought. I thought.
Yes. And Valentine, of course, and right before the buzzer.
Yeah, Shannon Scott he did draw iron there. That would have been good, but he did just brick it. And inside, it's blocked away from Tum Tum Nairn. And here's Shannon Scott to bring it up again. He took that 3 before. Is he going to do it? No, he pulls up, brings it inside. He gets it over to Jayshawn Tate, who gets it out of bounds. Who's that going to? Back to Michigan.
That's going to be Michigan State ball.
Did he dribble that off of his foot, Bob? Could you see from your angle here at the scorer's table?
I believe that hit off his hand. The pass was to him, and it just hit off his hand and went out of bounds. So out of bounds again on Ohio State. Still Michigan State's ball.
That looked like that was blocked out of bounds. So I think they'll happily take that one. Shot clock trouble going to be for the Michigan State Spartans.
And again, Dawson's Creek with the big slam to bring the deficit down to 2 for Michigan State.
Brandon Dawson's Creek really helping them come back, Bob.
Yes, absolutely. Scott with a nice little short-range jumper there. But Michigan State, they were going to get an offensive foul. We're going to get an offensive charge there on Denzel Valentine.
I think that was a clear offensive foul. Clear charge. Good call.
Good call. And 5 seconds left here. Let's see if Ohio State can put some points on the board. And it's blocked. So we go into the fourth.
Jayshawn Tate gets it denied. Yeah, you're right. Michigan State now coming up better on the defensive side. This game's closer. 4-point deficit here going into the fourth quarter. Although Shannon Scott does extend that lead back to 6. Let's see what Michigan State responds with coming out of the break.
This would be a huge win for Ohio State. Definitely one of the bubble teams, and this would be a great win to add to their resume going into the big dance here.
That looked like a hook shot from 3, Bob, with the defender in his face. You don't often see them go for that. Oh, look at the high-definition dunk. It's D'Angelo Russell.
HD dunk.
Oh, what a beautiful shot that was.
But Schilling responds with one of his own.
Yeah, but that was a standard definition dunk. That was a full-screen dunk.
Yes, you're right. The impact was the same.
Yeah, well, I'm still marveling at the hook shot 3 with the defender with the hands up there. I don't know what was going on. Coach Izzo does not look like he's very impressed, but he seldom does on the sidelines of a court, Bob.
Yeah.
Coach Izzo does usually not look like a very happy man during the game, win or lose.
Exactly. Great coach though. Always looks pissed off.
There we go. Amir Williams extends that lead for Ohio State. So if they can control it here for the last minute of the game, things are looking good for them. 22-14 with 44 seconds left. You have to wonder, Bob, when it's going to be foul time.
Yes, you absolutely have to wonder when it's going to be foul time. This would be a huge upset for Ohio State to pull off this victory. And a defensive foul on Scott. This takes more time off the clock.
But that one is absolutely on the Michigan State Spartans for taking way too much time in this possession. They're down too far to be dancing around outside the key, Bob. They've got to get quick shots, and now they've got to get a quick foul.
Dancing is reserved for pop stars and wedding receptions, not basketball courts.
I agree, Bob. Shannon Scott does not make that one, and looks like a rebound to Michigan State. They call the timeout, and they're going to bring it in. 14 seconds left to go here, but they're down by 6. Got to get a few scores in and get them quick.
They just can't get anything to go. And with 6 seconds left, and Ohio State has the ball, it looks like they're going to pull off this upset here, Cory.
Yep, that's going to be it.
Wow.
And we get the NCAA NBA wrap-up here. Our final score, Ohio State 22, Michigan State 14. Bob, what are you looking at?
Well, that was just a great offensive effort by Ohio State and defensive effort. A great all-around game, actually. Beating Michigan State at home definitely helps their tournament chances. It looks like they're going to be going on to the big dance. And Michigan State, you have to be worried about a number 2 team losing to an unranked Ohio State team at home. So hopefully they can get that fixed. But
This was the brand of basketball that you would expect here. Two Big Ten Titans in a slow-moving grindhouse game. Very physical, very low scoring. You've got classic coaches. You've got big players throwing bodies around. It looks a lot like the Big Ten brand of football, and this is exactly what the fans here in the I-Zone at the Breslin Student Event Center in that beautiful new court art were expecting.
You got to look at the field goal percentage here. Ohio State shooting 55% from the field for the game versus Michigan State's 30%. Definitely a big factor in this game, wouldn't you say, Cory?
Yep. I agree. That's going to be huge, and I think that's going to do it for us this week. Hey, big shout-outs to Baron von Lechter, author of this patch of Tecmo NBA basketball, and you can find his work at his website and over at tecmobowl.org. For now, for Sticky Bleachers, I am Cory, signing off.
I'm Bob. We'll see you next week.